Hello, and welcome back to Neil News Network. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Kareem, and we'll be your host for this episode.
And since it's a brand new semester, we have a brand new team for Neil News Network. Our senior media arts students will be taking over this semester.
We've got some great segments lined up for you today, including a new segment called Who is Most Likely To?
Firstly, we'll meet with one of our new teachers, Miss Ferreira, and see what she has to say about the school. On to you, Nick.
Hello, Neil. On today's episode of Teacher Feature, I'm here with one of the newer teachers here, Miss Ferreira. Miss, to start off, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Miss Ferreira. I'm an English and religion teacher here at Neil. This is my first time teaching at an all-boys school.
Okay, cool. So, Miss, now that you've been here for a full semester, what are some of the things that you like about the school?
The first thing I love about the school, obviously, is the students. You guys are fantastic. My classes have been incredible. I really like my co-workers. I love all the English teachers. I think they do a fabulous job. And I love the Brotherhood Leadership Program. I think we do really great work here at Neil for that.
Thank you, Miss. So, as you guys, many of you guys know, we have good sports teams. And Miss, I've heard you've coached a couple of them. How does that go for you?
Well, I'm coaching the swim team right now alongside Miss Layton, and we have 14 swimmers who qualified for OFSA next week, so we're super, super excited about that. We're hoping to come home with some medals. I did help out a little bit with the junior boys hockey team, which was nice. I liked going to the rink for some of their games. And I'm also helping out with the school play, the Ballad of Jimmy Quickdraw. Me and Mr. Chason are working on that together. And just so you guys know, we have a little fundraiser coming up for Krispy Kreme donuts, so keep an eye out for those posters and any announcements on the PA.
All right. Thank you, Miss. So, I've heard you like soccer, Miss. What's your favorite team?
I get a lot of slack for this here at Neil, but my favorite team is Liverpool. And don't come at me, and I will be wearing my Liverpool shirt often next semester, or this semester at the end.
Okay, thank you. And Miss, as for one final question, what are your plans in your future of your career?
Well, I'd like to be a teacher for another 10 years. Hopefully that can be at Neil, but we'll see. And then after that, I might want to get my PhD so that I can be a professor.
Okay, thank you, Miss. And that is it. Heading back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Nick. It was great to learn about one of our new teachers at Neil.
Now on to Jackson for NNN60.
Hi, I'm Jackson. Welcome to NNN60. Congratulations to the swim team for winning the overall boys banner and senior boys banner. 14 of our athletes have made it to OFSA this year, beating last year's record. The Neil basketball team have made it to the finals for the first time in Neil history. They beat Father John Redmond 76-67. But sadly, they lost in the final 79-61. They had 13 wins and 1 loss this season, and they hope to do it again next year. The senior hockey team won 3-0 against Bishop Allen in the TDC AA final. They hope to continue their dominance at OFSA. Congratulations to Owen G and Christian G, who made it to OFSA for wrestling. They'll be competing on March 4th and 5th. The indoor soccer team have played their first tournament, and they won 3 games and drew 1. The curling team is back at Neil, run by Mr. Milne. They've been practicing at Leaside, and they're ready to crush the competition. Back to you, Andrew and Kareem.
Thanks, Jackson. It's great to see how the Neil sports teams are doing.
Andrew, I've heard you've been listening to a lot of music recently. What's your favorite album?
That's a tough question. Probably the new Drake album at the moment. What about you?
That's a really good album. I would say my favorite is Utopia by Travis Scott. Let's get some student opinions on the Grammys and on Kanye West's new album. Over to you, Ben.
Hello, I'm Ben Moses-E, and today I'll be hosting Neil Beats. We're going to be asking students what their opinions on the Grammys are, as well as their opinions on Kanye West's new album, Vultures. Who am I here with today?
Scott Bachner,
Jared,
Will Wareham,
Anthony,
Marcus Mateka.
And what are your thoughts on Travis Scott not winning a Grammy again?
That's pretty tough. Just had a bunch of nominees. Better luck next time, man. Just get better.
All right.
who is Killer Mike, bro?
I don't know who Killer Mike is. If you were to ask me to name a song, I'd probably die.
Honestly, I think
Like, he should have won that, for sure. He should have won it. It was all him.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on Kanye West's new album?
Horrible. He just repeats the same thing every single time.
Dude, honestly, I didn't really like it. There's like a couple misses in there, but there's a few bangers. Carnival.
Yeah. So is Carnival your favorite song on the album?
Yeah.
I think he has some hits and he has some misses, but overall, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. He's a good artist. I like his music.
All right, thank you, Marcus. That was Neil Beats. Back to you, Andrew and Kareem, in the studio.
Thanks, Ben. Those are some really good opinions.
I wonder how the new McNeil students are settling into the new semester.
Well, then I got great news for you. Let's send it over to Joshua for Student View.
Hello, Neil. I'm Joshua, and this is Student View. Today, we'll be asking students how their second semester is going so far. I'm here with
Owen Barkley.
Jaden Lumen.
Philip Hayek.
Bailey.
How's your second semester going so far?
It's been pretty good so far. I only have 3 classes, so it's kind of light, but night school also started, so it's getting kind of busy, but it's been good so far.
It's easier than my first, but it's going good.
Oh, it's been great. I mean, especially in comparison to my first semester, it's like all fun and games. I'm working with the Neil News Network, and it's great. It's great.
My second semester is going pretty good. Enjoy it.
Which classes have you been enjoying so far, and why?
Probably computer science. I mean, I'm pretty good at it, so I find it kind of easy, and I did it last year. But I'm kind of just flying through the course, so it's probably my favorite one.
Rose's class, that's a fun class to always be in, so yeah.
My business class has been amazing. It's all fun just talking about business and stuff.
Which classes have you been enjoying so far, and why?
Take a wild guess.
Media arts.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite teacher?
Probably Mr. Zielinski. I had him last year, so I kind of just like him. He's pretty funny, so he keeps physics pretty entertaining, so he's probably my favorite teacher.
I go with Rosa again.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, all of them are pretty great. I like Mr. DeFlorio a lot. I've had him before.
Mr. Ranson, of course, a great guy, so funny.
All right, thank you. This has been Student View. Back to you, Kareem and Andrew in the studio.
Thanks, Josh. It's great to see how the Neil students are doing in this new semester.
Speaking of new, it's now time to introduce our brand new segment, Who's Most Likely To?
Back to you, Owen and Ben.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Owen.
And today we're going to be hosting a new segment.
Who's most likely to?
Let's get to it. Who am I here with today?
Joshua Paul. Jewel Paul.
Einstein.
Xander.
Liam.
Gavin.
Raymond Zoli.
Ignatius.
Nicholas Hully.
Out of the 3 of you, who's most likely to become a millionaire?
I think objectively me.
Yeah, Xander.
We can say objectively Xander or maybe me.
Myself. I think Einstein.
Joel.
Any reasons why?
Because these guys aren't about the hustle, fam.
I feel like Einstein's mentality is winning.
Joel's just lost.
Obviously me. I'm well-rounded. I'm literally the perfect person, and I'm destined to be a millionaire.
I'm also going to say Ray because of what he just said.
And who's most likely to fall asleep in class?
Joel.
Yeah, I think me.
Joel. He just sleeps all day at home. He does nothing. Does nothing when he gets home.
Definitely Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin. 1,000,000%.
Probably me.
I feel maybe Ignatius. He's a little bit of a sleepyhead sometimes, so I feel like he's the type to fall asleep in class.
I'd like to say Ray as well because I see him sleeping in class. Like in period 1, he's just sleeping.
Who's most likely to fail a test?
I'd say Gavin. I'm saying Xander.
I'm probably going to say myself, actually. I think so.
Calculus. 3 different answers there.
Joel.
Joshua.
He does not study. He does not study.
No, it's actually no, because Joel failed the last 3 tests.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. This has been Most Likely To.
Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks to Ben and Owen for a fantastic new segment.
And unfortunately, that concludes this episode of Neil News Network.
Until next time, and remember,
Fidelis in Arduis.